All right, I think we're live. Let me just check
Yay!
here on my computer.
I show
Good
you're
morning,
live.
ladies. Happy Thursday morning. Hope you're all doing well. Oh, we are live. Okay.
Yay! Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good morning,
morning, River Gold
Kayla.
Diggers. I am here with Mrs. Donna this morning. Happy Thursday to each of you, and excited for this
Yeah.
stylist spotlight interview. We rescheduled it and we're getting pretty techy. So, apologize for the delay here. Donna was helping me make sure the StreamYard app was working for the first time. So, I feel like we're moving up in the world, right? Learning together and
We are.
trying all the new things. So I was just chatting with Donna, and she is from Oregon, and we're going to hear her story this morning about how she has fit her first customer, who is a breast cancer survivor with a double mastectomy. And I'm super excited to hear this because I think that we sometimes forget as stylists that, while we're helping women feel comfortable and confident, that there's so many people that can benefit and so many groups of women who can benefit from the camis and the demiettes and those who have had a breast cancer or biopsy or removal experience are definitely a large community of women who we can serve. So I'm super excited. And before we hop into that, Donna, I would love to hear a little bit more again, and maybe you can share with the ladies here a little bit about your background, where you grew up, what you're doing now, and mentioned you lived in Oregon, but maybe you can share a little bit more about that and your family.
Sure. Well, I was born in Southern California and moved to Oregon when I was in the fifth grade. And I've lived here ever since. It's such a beautiful state. I love the many aspects of it. We have a beautiful coastline, mountains, high desert, lots of waterfalls from all of the rain that we get. Um, I'm married to my best friend. I have two children from a previous marriage, and I have a son and a daughter-in-law and son-in-law, and five beautiful granddaughters. My oldest is actually going to get her driver's license in February, and I find that so hard to believe. So I have them almost 16 to 7 years old.
So
And
much
because
fun.
yeah, they are, I love them so much. I recently retired as a court administrator in August, so I get to spend even more time with them.
Oh,
And I love
congratulations.
that. I love that. I'm learning healthy cooking. My husband and I have been dieting and just making lifestyle changes because we're reaching that age where we need to take it seriously. So I've been enjoying that. We love the outdoors. Well, I love gardening. Him, not so much, but I love gardening.
Very exciting. And I think that's so relatable. We have a lot of moms, a lot of grandmas. Congratulations on your retirement. A lot of ladies who have that for a goal or maybe are in that season of being newly
Mhm.
retired as well. So very exciting. And being a busy lady with gardening and healthy living and family, you still find, a way to fit in Ruby Ribbon. And I would
Mhm.
love to hear a little bit more about your stylist story. So, how did you come to hear Ruby Ribbon and become a stylist? And then just briefly maybe share, what you were doing before you became a stylist and then what changed for you after becoming a stylist.
Okay. Well, I've been in the court system for 30 years when I retired. And that wasn't always fun, but it's good work. But you deal with a lot of bad life choices and a lot of negative things. So I like retirement a lot better because I get to be around my grandkids and do what I want to when I want to. And I spend a lot more time helping other women now, which I really love. How I became a stylist is, well, kind of a funny story. A friend of mine had a trunk show and invited me to her Facebook party. And I thought, what is Ruby Ribbon? I had never heard of it at that time. But, being the good friend, you sign up and join. And uh, who is now my upline, did a live in the party, and I was so just really, I don't even know the word. I was kind of shocked that she did a live in her cami. I thought, who does that? And then the more I saw her, I thought, that woman is so confident and so proud of what she's wearing. And I could tell she just wanted to share it with the world. And the more I watched her video, that was the selling point for me. I thought, well, there's a money back guarantee, so I have really nothing to lose. So I placed an order for 3 things, and I received them in like 3 or 4 days, and I tried them on, and I thought, holy cow, where has this been all my life? I mean, you hear that from other people, but honestly, it's incredible just the confidence you get when you step into a ruby ribbon cami. You just feel different. And at that very time, I thought, I need to be the one sharing this with other women. Other women need this. So I got a hold of my upline and said, okay, how do I sign up for this? And it was more for me about, if I didn't know about this, I feel like a lot of people didn't. And I wanted to share that and get the word out, even more so than the financial opportunity. But I just really like sharing with women.
I love that. And it's so relatable to my own story. And I think so many others that we try them on and we're like, well, first, maybe we see that video and we're like, is that really going to work for me? And the disbelief in that. And then when you try it on for the first time, it feels amazing and you look amazing and you think, what's the catch? Is this going to like not last, or what is it? And I still haven't, over 4 years later, found that catch. Like it really is the solution to the $1 million bra problem. So I love that you shared that, in that you find so much joy in helping other women, and that is, what feeds you even more so than, making an income, which is certainly, a blessing for many of us, but just it is like our joy job. And coming from the court system too, I think that's such a powerful story of contrast, how you love what you do now. So thank you for sharing that. And I would love to hear your story about fitting your customer who had the double mastectomy, because I think sometimes maybe that might seem a little bit intimidating to somebody who hasn't done that before. And maybe you could just share, how that experience was powerful, both for you and the woman that you were serving, and maybe even a little bit of the technicality of how that fitting went.
Well, first of all, it's very emotional because it was so new and so raw, and obviously my first experience. But I think the key is, we're just doing this to help women, and when you look at things through those eyes, it makes it just a lot easier. I tried to make her very comfortable and confident, and it was just really a powerful, moving experience. And I enjoy fitting other women, but that was particularly special to me. And I know our company has a heart for the National Breast Cancer Foundation, so that just made it extra special for me.
Yeah, and such a great point you just made, Donna, with, we all have our situation areas, and, maybe being a stylist, we become accustomed to thinking like that we're just comfortable and confident in the camis. But when we do meet a new woman who's trying this on for the first time, breast cancer or not, maybe she is a little more self-conscious of a certain area of her body. I know am like that as well. And so just the ability for us to help women feel comfortable and confident is such a gift and such a blessing, both, to us and to the woman we're serving. So thank you for sharing that. I love that. And let's see here. So if you had to encourage somebody who maybe hasn't tried a cami on before, or maybe someone who's considering becoming a stylist, but she just doesn't know, maybe she doesn't have that confidence that she can do this too, or doesn't, maybe know about how to serve other women. Could you maybe give a brief piece of advice about how this has impacted you and how it's not a scary, it's not a scary thing. It's a joyful thing.
hmm And I've got to admit, when I first became a stylist, I thought, oh, what have I done? But I knew from my heart that I wanted to share this because it was so important to me. And that made it really easy. That and the fact that really you have nothing to lose whether you just make a purchase for Ruby Ribbon. If you don't like it, you can return it and no questions asked. And if you become a stylist, there's absolutely no pressure for sales. But my thought is, why don't you want to sell and share with women? I mean, truly, that's what it's all about with me. And even becoming a stylist, I don't know. I see no reason why you wouldn't want to, because we are an amazing sisterhood. I've done other uh, sales before, and none have been like Ruby Ribbon, the company. There is no competition. There's only support and help and kindness, like I've never known before with a lot of women. We have so much training. Everything is available to you if you want it, but there's no pressure for you to sell. You don't have to have an inventory. I mean, just do it. Just do it. There's no reason not to. You will
Yeah,
never
so beautifully
fail.
said. It is, I often say you have nothing to lose except your bra, right?
Right. And I'm all over that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, well, thank you, Donna. I appreciate being here with you this morning. This was wonderful getting to hear a little bit more about you and your stylist story and the many ways that you have blessed other women along this journey. If you are listening to this live and you are a stylist, show Donna some love in the comments. And if you are a stylist and you are wanting to be spotlighted as well to share your story with us, we would love to have you. And the more the merrier, the more stories we hear, the more of an impact we can make on all of the ladies who have not yet stepped into their first cami. So excited to publish this. This will be available for you for replay if you are a stylist and wanting to share this in your group. So thank you, Donna. Appreciate you. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to all of you ladies watching, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.
Thank you.